5 reasons why chosen ones secretly struggle with lust. Why is it that those who are called to a higher purpose often face the deepest battles with lust? It's a struggle that no one likes to talk about, yet it's more common than you think. And the reasons behind it, they are shocking. If you're feeling overwhelmed by this silent battle, you're not alone. In fact, there's a biblical explanation for it. Let's uncover the truth behind this hidden struggle. Throughout the Bible, some of the most anointed people faced fierce temptations. Think of King David, a man after God's own heart, who fell into the trap of lust with Bathsheba, or Samson, whose strength and divine calling were overshadowed by his weakness for Delilah. Even today, those chosen by God are not exempt from this struggle. But why? Why does lust seem to target those set apart for greatness? It's not just about human weakness, it's a spiritual battle, and the enemy knows exactly who to target. The Bible makes it clear that spiritual warfare is real. Ephesians 6 verse 12 says, "For we do not wrestle against flesh and blood, but against principalities, against powers, against the rulers of the darkness of this age, against spiritual hosts of wickedness in the heavenly places." Lust isn't just a physical temptation, it's a spiritual attack aimed at those with a divine calling. The enemy knows that if he can corrupt the purity of a chosen one, he can hinder God's purpose for their life. But why does this struggle hit so hard? Here are 5 shocking reasons. Reason 1. Spiritual sensitivity makes temptation stronger. Being spiritually gifted often means having a heightened awareness, not just of God's presence, but also of the enemy's tactics. Lust is a powerful tool the enemy uses to distract and weaken those with divine callings. Chosen ones often experience more intense temptations because the enemy knows that if he can trap them in lust, he can slow down, or even derail, their spiritual growth. The Bible warns us in 1 Peter 5 verse 8, "Be sober-minded, be watchful. Your adversary, the devil, prowls around like a roaring lion, seeking someone to devour." Chosen ones must be vigilant, because the enemy is actively seeking to exploit their weaknesses. Reason 2. Isolation leads to hidden battles. Chosen ones are often set apart, walking a path that few can understand. While this solitude can be a blessing, it also creates a dangerous vulnerability. Without strong accountability or deep spiritual connections, lust becomes a private struggle. And secrecy, it makes the battle even harder to win. Ecclesiastes 4 verses 9 to 10 reminds us of the power of accountability. 2 are better than 1, because they have a good return for their labor. If either of them falls, one can help the other up. But pity anyone who falls and has no one to help them up. This is why chosen ones need spiritual covering, mentors, and community to help them stand strong. Reason 3. A high calling attracts greater attacks. The higher the calling, the stronger the warfare. Lust isn't just a natural human struggle. It is a spiritual attack designed to keep chosen ones distracted, drained, and distanced from God. Many great leaders, prophets, and spiritual warriors have fallen because they underestimated the power of this battle. The Bible warns in James 1 verses 14 to 15. Each person is tempted when they are dragged away by their own evil desire and enticed. Then, after desire has conceived, it gives birth to sin. And sin, when it is full grown, gives birth to death. The enemy knows that even the strongest warriors can be brought down by their flesh. That's why chosen ones must be prepared. Reason 4. Emotional wounds create open doors. Many chosen ones carry deep emotional wounds: rejection, abandonment, past heartbreaks. These unhealed scars can become open doors for lust. When a person is emotionally vulnerable, the enemy offers lust as a false comfort, a counterfeit connection to fill the void. But the Bible offers the real solution in Psalm 147 verse 3. He heals the brokenhearted and binds up their wounds. When chosen ones seek healing from God, rather than from temporary pleasure, they can break free from the cycle of sin and shame. Reason 5. Strong spiritual gifts come with a weak flesh. Many chosen ones have powerful spiritual gifts, but they are still human. The flesh remains weak. And without consistent spiritual discipline, prayer, fasting, and renewing the mind, the battle against lust intensifies. Matthew 26 verse 41 gives this warning. Watch and pray so that you will not fall into temptation. The spirit is willing, but the flesh is weak. The greater the anointing, the greater the need for self-control. Without actively strengthening their spirit, chosen ones can easily fall into patterns of lustful thoughts and actions. The path to victory. Lust is a battle that many chosen ones face in secret. But victory is possible through spiritual discipline, accountability, healing from past wounds, daily renewing of the mind. They can overcome this struggle and continue walking in their divine purpose. The enemy's goal is to keep them trapped, but God's power is always greater. 1 Corinthians 10 verse 13 gives us this hope. No temptation has overtaken you except what is common to mankind. And God is faithful. He will not let you be tempted beyond what you can bear. But when you are tempted, He will also provide a way out so that you can endure it. The question is, will they fight or will they fall? Overcome, rise, walk in your calling.
Like and subscribe for more end-time Bible stories.